You made the choice to come to this point. Wow. The things you're going to learn today are going to change your life. And I don't want to waste your time, so let's just dive right in. There is a moment, and maybe you felt it, where you feel into the path that you're on and you think, is this actually mine? And it's not because everything is wrong or that your life is falling apart, but because something in you can feel that there's more truth, more alignment, more of you wanting to be lived. And that quiet feeling, that gentle pull towards something truer, that is your soul nudging you because it already knows the direction. In astrology, we call that the North Node. And if you are a soul-led entrepreneur, someone who wants to build something real, something meaningful, something that is actually you, then understanding your North Node might be one of the most important things you do. But here is what I want to tell you right from the start. It is not what most people say it is. I am speaking directly to entrepreneurs today because most North Node content is beautiful, but it does not go where I want to take you. Because as an entrepreneur, your business is not just a business. It can become the container where your soul is being asked to grow, where the qualities you've been resisting, the bolder version of you, begin to emerge. Your business can be the laboratory of your North Node, but only if you understand what the North Node actually is and what it is not. So let me start here. In astrology, the North and the South Node are actually not planets. They are calculated points from the orbit of the sun and the moon, and they're actually connected to the eclipses. And they always sit exact opposite of each other in the chart. The South Node represents your past life. So if you believe in reincarnation, this is where you find something about what your previous lives have been about and what you have already completed as a soul. So you come into this life with a set of gifts that actually comes from your South Node. These are things you have already developed and gone through and expanded upon. And you've had probably several lifetimes in completing this. So this is your comfort zone, naturally. But the North Node represents the direction your soul is wanting to grow in this lifetime. The path that, if you consciously choose it, becomes the most fulfilling, alive, and most you expression of this lifetime. This is not automatic. It requires courage. This is not something you can just, oh, now I got my North Node. It will continuously challenge you and you continuously have to choose it. But when you do, this is so universe backed. The synchronicities will follow. Here is something important. So many people, when they feel that stretch, they might think that, oh, this mustn't be right for me because it feels uncomfortable. And then they turn back and return to what they're used to. And the familiar path is easier. Let's be real. But it's boring. You've been there, you've done it, you've already conquered that part of life. And you will not find much fulfillment there. It will not satisfy you anymore. So the North Node path asks more of you, but it also gives more back. More self-respect, more aliveness, and more magic. You know that feeling when you want to step into something that both excites you and scares you so much? That is actually a compass. That's where you want to go. Now I want to offer you something that changed how I work with astrology completely. Because most of the time when people talk about the North Node, the south node kind of becomes the villain, the thing you want to dismiss and move away from. And a part of that is true, but, and this is important, guys, the south node is not just your old baggage from previous lives. The south node is actually the foundation, and the north node is the direction. Because the south node gifts is actually the tools that will help you to walk your north node path in true alignment. So the south node is actually half the key. And this is what most people miss. Let me give you a quick example of this. So let's say your north node is in Capricorn. That means that your south node is in the opposite sign, always, which is Cancer in this case. So you came into this life with Cancerian gifts. You are highly emotionally intelligent, and you know how to connect to others and how to create emotional safety and a home that is full of love and care and nourishment, while your north node is in Capricorn, which is very ambitious, sets high goals, are disciplined, wants to achieve something by building something really structured and real. Now, if you go all in on the Capricorn route and you just work every day and you don't take time to be with family and friends and loved ones, your life will be pretty stale. And to be honest, this is why the south node is actually half the key, because Capricorn alone is not in its highest form before it meets and balances out with Cancer. They are two sides of the same coin. And in this life of yin and yang and duality, all we can hope for is balance. You already came into this life with half the key, so don't undervalue that. Remember that that is a gift and a blessing and a strength. Keep that in mind. My own north node is in Capricorn in the 2nd house, and my south node is in Cancer in the 8th house. And in the beginning of my work as an astrologer, I was leaning heavily into my south node, and it was meaningful. And I was deeply attuned to people's emotions. I recognized that what I was doing was holding space for shadow work. I could help someone sit with deep, uncomfortable parts of themselves. And I could reflect things back that felt safe. But I noticed something very clearly. That after a session, as meaningful as it was, I could feel that there was more I wanted to do. More I wanted to give. And it was not less depth. The depth part I am all for. But I wanted depth to become direction. And this is the honest part. From the very beginning, I wanted to apply astrology for entrepreneurs. But I did not dare to do it. Because it was so way outside my comfort zone. It was because it asked me to step into my north node. And it's so funny because I knew it inside all the time. And I saw myself not daring to go for it. It takes courage. But hey, you guys, look at me now. I finally dared to go there, to follow my north node by creating Master Your Blueprint, which is something I'm offering for the first time. This was me choosing my north node, not abandoning what I already had, but building something more complete, something more true. The first time I heard about the north node and understood what the north node actually was, it blew my mind completely open. It's like receiving a map. And if that is you right now, finding out about the north node for the first time, I think you're gonna go on a big adventure, because walking the north node path, that's like soul calling work. And if you then also bring your South Node gifts with you as the key, as the tool to actually unlock the North Node secret, I'm stoked for you, man. I have created something free that I want to offer you, and that is called the Entrepreneur's North Star. And this is a PDF guide that walks you through the North Node in all 12 signs with their respective South Nodes. It's my little gift to you, and it's a beautiful place to begin this work. You can find the link to that in the description below. The path your soul wants you to grow is not going to be a straight line, and it's not going to always be comfortable. And it does not ask you to throw away your gifts. It asks you to carry your gifts forward into a truer direction, a more fulfilling direction, into a bigger version of you that you are becoming. Your North Node is waiting. And I think you're more ready than you think. Just by being here, I can say for sure you are ready. I'll see you in the next one.